Tennis legend John McEnroe says that Australian tennis star Nick Kyrgios should start to enjoy playing tennis and make the best use of his talents, although he does understand that dealing with the pressure and the expectations of people can be difficult. Speaking to the Sydney Morning Herald, McEnroe says, "The good thing for Nick would be, before it's too late, to get some perspective. For him to realize he's been blessed with some extraordinary talent. He clearly has mixed emotions with it and, hopefully, there's the right set of people around him to make him realize that he will have more regrets if he doesn't embrace it. I understand the battles he has in terms of the love-hate relationship dealing with the expectations and pressures that he has. But he's going to feel worse about it if he doesn't try to be the best he can be. He will feel worse about that if he doesn't end up being the player he thought he was. If he truly doesn't like it, he shouldn't do it. Because it will get worse if he doesn't manage to enjoy it. I mean, how many Roger Federers are there out there who almost love it all the time?" McEnroe says he realized that while he may not like playing tennis all the time, there was no better way to make a living for him. Most people are angst-ridden and have that battle with their emotions. People see it play out right there on a tennis court, me being an obvious example. But when I had time to reflect in my hotel room, I was able to appreciate the good things and realize that there are a whole lot of worse ways to make a living. There's actually no better way. The problem for Nick is there is a lot of scar tissue that builds up. The first thing, to me, is to make sure he can compete as hard as he can every time. He is nowhere near that. I don't know the reasons. He might have felt injured. He might have felt like he had a spider bite. But the bottom line is, when he goes out there, you see an umpire get off the chair like one did at the US Open and say, "Hey listen, you've got to start trying here. This is bad for you and bad for the sport." That's the best thing I've seen an umpire do in a tennis match. That he felt that bad about what he was watching, he wanted to get off his chair and get on his knees and look Nick in the eye and say, "Come on, this is the issue." That's the issue for Nick's sake and for the sport's sake that has to be dealt with. Otherwise it will be too hard to watch. Also read, Angelique Kerber and Anna Ivanovic on the cover of Vogue Deutschland.